What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of 94 Feet with Coach JT. As always, do me a favor, y'all hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave some comments, hit the website 94feetwithcoachjt.com. Got the merch up there. Got some dope HBCU stuff going on right now. Got the Stay Applying Pressure t-shirts and hoodies all online for y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let me jump to this intro, man. My guest today was an All-American college player at the University of Iowa and played professionally for 12 years, 9 different countries. 2005, he was named the Israeli Premier League assist leader. A little more background. He's from Omaha. He went to Omaha Benson High School in Nebraska. He chose to play college basketball at the University of Nebraska for a year, then later transferred to Iowa University. While at Iowa University, this gentleman, he averaged one season 4.9 points a game. Then, however, going to his next season, he averaged 13 points a game and 6 assists, all in the Big Ten. After that, he was also named the first player to lead the Big Ten in scoring and assists, and was named a first-time All-Conference player. Went undrafted in 1997, but spent 12 years playing in numerous countries, in states and cities and towns. Currently, locally here in Sacramento, he works at and owner of All World Ballin here in Sacramento, California. Some know him as Dre, some know him as Andre. I know him as Coach Dre, Andre, good dude, Coach Andre Woolridge. What's up with you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. Appreciate you tapping in with me, man. Getting on here, man. Getting to talk to this basketball. I know we've been back and forth for a minute, but I appreciate your time because, as we know, it's that type of year for us, man. It's that time of year.
Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate you, man. But man, it's a lengthy resume over here, man. I didn't even do it just favor because we're gonna get into it right now. But also, I didn't know you was out in Omaha. Give me a little about just growing up there, man. Being from there, because definitely as a people, we may not think there's a lot of us out there. Or what goes on, or how's that like for you growing up in Nebraska, man?
Omaha it's a smaller town, but it's a tough town. Yeah, people don't think we have blacks out there, but yeah, we have actually more people than Sacramento,
Mm.
and people don't know that. And our black population and percentage wise is probably equivalent or a little bit higher than Sacramento. So yeah, we got blacks there. Um, Just, normal, childhood growing up in the hood, just playing ball all day, every day. It kept me out of trouble. And just, trying to find a way out of the hood. And that was my ticket. A lot of people choose a lot of different routes. I fell in love with the game and I said, my dad was like, hey, you going to college and I can't afford it.
Mm.
So you need to figure it out, whether it's academics or sports. And I got good grades, but I fell in love with the game, and I'm still here. I'm still in love with it.
Yeah, I know all my student athletes gonna be listening. He said academics. He was a good student. You gotta have a grade
Man,
before
you
anything.
have to be able to get into school. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
uh, and sometimes as an athlete, if you show up and you show some effort,
hmm
those teachers will help you out a little bit more because your schedule is so rigorous, and you have to train. You got to be here and there. Um, and nothing wrong with being smart. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being smart, man. It's okay for sure. Growing up in Nebraska, man, you talked about pops kind of gave that ultimatum off the jump, or not ultimatum. You were going to college. You're gonna do this for free, but as an early age youngster, I'm sure probably not no idea what type of work meant to get to that point at that stage. Or did you see it somewhere else, or was somebody modeling it for you, or was you already kind of just put into that work mode through pops, whoever else?
Well, pops was a hard worker, mom was too, but I'm a boys club kid. We had North Omaha Boys Club,
Mm,
and you have 200 brothers there.
mm,
This was back in the day. It was the original boys club, no girls, just every day. So you're there, you find your little clique, but there's always somebody older, and there's always somebody bigger, stronger, and better. But I would take that, I would steal pieces of people's games. You know what I'm saying? A guy in the hood, Taji Glass, he had hops, so I wanted to jump like him.
mm.
Another cat named Melvin Chin, he had handles. And that's when we were, dribbling with gloves on and stuff like that. I would just take pieces of everybody game. And, these guys really worked on their game. You would see them at the court by themselves. And that's where I got that from. So I wanted to be at the court by myself. I'm an only child anyway. And just keep getting better and keep working.
That's what's up. Um, even early on, right, as you know, right, Dre, we always see everybody, the highlight stuff gets shown before the hard work or the failures. But growing up in that atmosphere where you knew, okay, being an only child, also want to do something that you felt was some of your life dream or achieve. Did you have any roadblocks like early on, man, stuff where you probably was like, I'm finna chill off this basketball thing, or was the love that great where you knew I'm never stopping
No, I knew it. Like I played ball every single day,
this?
period. Like until I went to college, I played ball every single day.
Mhm.
I didn't want to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? And there were, different situations going on where you just wanted to stay outside, um,
Mhm.
and do your thing. So, I would get in trouble staying out too late, but I'm at the court. You know where to find me.
Right.
And I just loved it. When I say I played every day, not a day off till I went to college. I was touching the ball every day. I was playing pickup. Me and my boys, we would ride to 3 or 4 different basketball courts on our bikes after school.
Mhm.
So, nah, you wasn't, and shovel the snow. I was there. And I just
Yeah.
put the work in.
How you talk about snow? I think about too. How often? What time of year? How long did it go for you like that type? Was that a
Man.
long winter for y'all sometimes too? Where like,
Well,
ooh,
I mean, playing in the snow is not regular, and you don't do it every day. But
yeah.
you get a Sunday where the boys' club is closed,
Mhm.
and but it starts snowing probably about late October, and it's gonna snow until March.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's real, and when it get cold out here, it's 60 degrees. Y'all talking about it's cold. Y'all got fur coats on.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm talking about 30 below zero,
Mm.
40 below. So no, I mean playing in the snow wasn't regular, but I've done it. I broke into the YMCA to play. They had the double doors on Sundays. You just snatch the double doors
Mhm.
there, do your thing for a while, and then make
Mhm.
sure you close it back when you leave.
Yeah.
That was it. That's what I do.
Was there any outside of people? I know you talked about your neighborhood who kind of mimic the game after anybody on that pro level. You may have or college level during that time when you was coming up as a youngster. Where you was like, okay, I can see similarities, or I want to mimic this to make me better. I want to be this player or this type of attributes like on that even
No,
high outside of your city.
you saying outside of my
Yeah,
city?
anybody outside your city or on TV used to watch or somebody else college
Well,
level players.
I grew up around greatness, so
Mm,
it was right there in my face. We have a Heisman Trophy winner named Johnny Rogers, and he and my dad are good friends. But also, one of my first idols, his name is Mike McGee. He went to Michigan, but he played for the Lakers. And my dad raised him. He was like an uncle to me. So I'm a kid, and he's coming back home.
mm-hmm,
After playing for the Lakers, he won 2 championships with the Lakers, and he brought me my first Magic Johnson poster when his rookie year. He brought me a big poster of Magic, and Magic signed it, and that was it. So I looked up to Mike McGee, but you watch TV. We didn't have trainers, and so you just watch TV. You watch Jordan, you watch Magic, you watch Bird, and you go outside the next day and try to emulate, and do the moves that they did. You don't know why you're doing them. You don't know about the footwork. But that was just my style. And, I looked up the point guards. I would try to study point guards. Magic is the greatest point guard ever. And, one of my first idols, but I would study Rod Strickland. I would
mm.
study, you guys might be too young. Stockton.
Oh come on, man! Hey,
No,
hey,
no,
not
no,
that young.
no. I was gonna say Sherman Douglas.
I know Sherman.
Yeah,
Man,
okay. Yeah,
I'm a
so not
junkie like
you,
you
but
are. Yeah,
these youngsters.
yeah. But
Sherman
for the
Douglas,
youngsters, probably got tapped in. They got to Google search him for sure.
yeah,
They
Sherman
Google search.
Douglas and
Yeah,
Rod Strickland and
yeah.
I say Isaiah Magic. I just was trying to steal stuff from their game.
What was what was it about there? Because if your name drafted right, you go from big guard, little feisty guard, aggressive guard, fundamental set guard. Those are a lot of different attributes, right? Some, as we know right now, these students or players we train now, they really kind of one dimensional. Those guards can do a lot of things well. What about those guards that made you kind of like, was it Magic's passing or was it his ability to make? I mean, because he was crafty too, though, even amongst the half court
Right. I
set.
mean, his flair, his fancy passing.
Yeah.
Um, he was a winner. That's like I really pride myself on winning, being a winner. You know what I'm saying? Competing every day. But,
Hmm.
Rod Strickland, he was so shifty, and he would get in the lane. He was really doing Euro steps back then,
Before. Hmm.
but the NBA would call travel occasionally. And then, you want Stockton's assist. Isaiah had the handles. He was tough. He was quick.
Hmm.
He could give you 40. But, what I tell people is Isaiah didn't really win a championship till he stopped scoring 40 and start being more of a facilitator and
Hmm.
get everybody involved. Now, he'll give you 40 on any night, but when he pulled it back a little bit and played that true point guard role is when he won his championship. So, and
Yeah.
you know, I could get, like, I don't know where you got one stat from because I averaged 20 my senior year at Iowa, but okay.
Okay, it's wrong.
You know
Hey,
what
nah,
I'm
get it right. Get it right. Get it
No,
right. Hey, average
and
20. Oh, sorry, that was your junior year. Junior year.
my junior year, I averaged like 13 or 14,
13.
but
That
I
was junior year. My
stepped it
fault.
up.
Senior year, 20 points. Get it right. That's what
Yeah,
we want to get
and
it right.
while we at it, I played 13 years overseas. You got to kind of
Hey,
every little.
get it
But
right.
anyway,
Add one more on there.
no. So yeah, man. I won't say I'm a big fan of the game. I will
Yeah.
watch. Once the playoffs start on NCAA, but I'm a student for sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna study point guards. I'm gonna understand what's going on, and also mentally. You gotta study your opponent.
Yeah, definitely. Those don't know if y'all ever go to the gym, run them ones. It's gonna be hard to get a dub on there. It's duly noted. Not too else going on at this age. I see it. They go in there. He got to put them on. Hey,
Oh
what's
no,
the
you got
result? The youngsters don't want to
me, man.
tell it.
Got to come beat me for real. Grown
Got to
men
go
too,
get.
not just the kids. Grown men too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Uh, talk about let's get into the high school career part as far as that goes. But say, give me a few things from like your middle school career wise. Just what did you feel like had to work on, man, going into high school? Like as I say now, add to your bag, add to your repertoire to make sure you was a mainstay on that floor. You was the guy running that show. What are some things you feel like? Okay, high school, I gotta get this better, do that, or bring it to the table so I know I can coach can see my value.
Well, just all around, like with this game, most of the time your body runs out before you really master
Mm,
a lot of aspects. You got to be great at one thing, I feel, to get to college or to get to the league or to get overseas. But then you got to keep developing other things. But we were influenced by the time. So at that time, Jordan was everything. So you had to get your hops together. I think I finished out with about a 38, between 38 and 40 inch. I used to have crazy bounce. You had to have your bounce, but you had to have your handles because I didn't want to be, in Omaha, Nebraska, they play a kind of small ball. So 6'2", 6'3" could be a four.
hmm
You know what I mean? Like our centers are between 6'5" and 6'7". We don't get, um, you know, rare 6'10", 6'11", on the same team. So, I wanted to be mobile. I wanted to be able to go anywhere on the court. That's why I really, really worked on my handles. And like I said, I stole pieces of guys' games from growing up, but also, I wanted to pass like Magic. I wanted to shoot like Bird. I wanted the hops like Jordan. And so that's what I would kind of, try to put into my game. And then hustle, always being in shape,
mm
winning every drill. I don't care if you're the man getting 25, 30. I'm trying to win every drill, every running drill, be in the greatest shape, and because that's what the fourth quarter is about.
That's what's up. Um, where do you kind of attribute this type of at an early age, right? This type of understanding of what's needed to get it done. Where'd that come from? Was just like through growing up development, or those people in the neighborhood, like what I'm saying. Where's that? Because that's a lot of it's everybody don't think like that, right? But you're one of the ones who make it out, who make it to the next level. That mindset is either you see it or given to you. What was it? Where that information,
Uh,
that
like
that button, that drive come from for that?
my dad gave me the work ethic, and my grandmother. My
Mm,
grandmother's a big influence. Up at 5 in the morning, catching the bus to work, never miss a day, never late. And it snows, and you got a older black woman still there on time every time until she got a car. But just the hunger to get out of the hood. I didn't want to. It was rough, you know what I mean, and there was some stuff going on inside my home, and I just wanted to get out. I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to make my mark, and basketball was my hustle. Basketball was my tool, because it does so much that at that time would have been a $20 $30 ball. Now it's a $60, 70, $120 ball, but it can make you six figures. It can make you millions. I tell people, like if you go D1, you automatically get a trip to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Most teams go to Hawaii to play, and you may never be able to take yourself to the Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Alaska, I made a couple summer all-star teams. Before I played overseas, I had already went to Argentina and Greece and Spain. And so that would along with getting a free education, that was my drive. But the main focus was to get out the hood. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
Yeah.
the traps and everything else that's there.
Mm-hmm. Um, have a successful high school career, state titles and all. But as you know now, this recruiting thing is way different. It's on another level now. But for you though, coming out of high school, what was that pressure like, if there was any, or was it like I know what I'm doing? What was that process like for you and the fam?
Well, I got my first letter as a ninth grader because there was a situation. I ended up starting varsity as a ninth grader, and I got my first letter, which happened to be from Iowa. So after that, D1 was my only option. I wasn't even thinking about D2 or whatever else. But it gets hectic, because they have, their periods. And so when they can call at 7 in the morning, they're calling at 7:01. They're, you know what I mean? But it wasn't as much pressure because you don't have social media. They really have to call you. They
Directly.
email you. So the phone is blowing up crazy. And I had a great showing at Vegas, the Vegas tournament. I played against Jason Kidd, and I gave him 36. And I had a decent offers before that.
Mm-hmm.
But once I did that, I could have
Right.
went anywhere. Like I was getting everybody, Kentucky, Syracuse, Duke, all letters from everywhere. And it gets hectic. But my junior year, one of my best friends, he was already at Nebraska. And then I grew up playing with Jerron Boone, who is the son of Ron Boone, who is a commentator for the Utah Jazz, but he played for the Utah Jazz and he also played for the Lakers. And then I had became good friends with Eric Strickland, who ended up playing for the Mavericks, and
Mm-hmm.
he also played pro baseball. So we looked at it like all four of us at Nebraska, and we kind of played different positions, a lot of guards, but I was the one, Jerron was a two, Strick was a three, Terrence was a four. Like, we gonna kill, and that year I think we had like top five recruiting class for NCAA. So, but the process gets hectic. You have to stay focused. Thank God I didn't have social media back then, but it's all good.
It's been crazy. That's what's up.
Mm.
Uh, you choose Nebraska, go there, decide to leave. What was the deciding factor though on the making a move at that point for you?
Um, a lot of guards. Like we thought it would work, but not enough basketballs. And then it ended up appearing to me more of a football school than a basketball school. And like I say, Iowa was my first offer. So when I signed with Nebraska, Coach Walker was the assistant coach. He was like, "Well, when they do you wrong, we'll still take you,"
Mm.
and that stuck with me. And so when I made that decision, that was the first call I made. They flew me out, and we made the deal for the scholarship. And most of the time you don't get to transfer up. You transfer parallel or
Or
down.
down, right?
Iowa was more of a basketball school. The Big Ten at that moment, at that time, was a bigger, better conference in basketball.
Mhm.
So it just was a great move, and it worked out.
That's what's up. You get there, land on campus. What was first practice workout like for you, if you remember?
First practice, well, we started with the optional practices where you just go play pickup with all the new dudes. So
Mhm.
it's like you trying to show them who you are. So I wasn't there. They were my teammates. I was there to show them I could play. I'm coming in here to take somebody's position. I got to sit out a year, but next year I'm taking your position.
Mhm.
And so that was a good thing. But it just felt, it's a certain certain places you go, and I know you get this. Certain places you go, you smell it. You smell the gym. You see the movement. You feel the atmosphere. This is basketball. This
Yeah.
right here is real hoop. Other times it's different.
Yep.
Sometimes you just feel it, or even like it's like when you in your zone, you having one of those days. You show up at the court. Oh, I'm about to kill everybody.
Yeah.
It's just you know how it is. It's just
Yeah.
a vibe. It's a feeling. It's an atmosphere, aesthetic where it's just like, yeah, this is it. And that's how I felt. On the first day, I
Yeah.
felt that way.
That's what's up. Had 3 years left to finish up over there. Give me a few highlights or one game that really stands out for you that you remember. Like that was one for that. That was one for the Bucks.
Uh, we played Kentucky in the NCAA tournament. And they had a squad: Jared Prickett, Ron Mercer.
Mm.
That team, they were known for pressing. They would
Mm-hmm.
press you and run you into the ground. I dribbled through that press all night. I think I had one turnover, 9 assists. I know I had like 26 or 28 points. It was the last game of my college career, so that really stuck out because I had a great game
Mm-hmm.
on national TV. Think we were in Arizona. It was about 30,000 in there, at 30,000 in that arena. It was crazy. That was a dope game. Uh, I really stepped it up my senior year. I had a great game against Michigan on CBS or ABC at like noon. One of those games.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody stay home. Don't
Yeah,
go to the
everybody
gates.
at
Watch
home,
that game.
4,500. Uh, had two dunks that game. I had about 30.
Mm.
So that stuck out. I hit a last second shot versus Sean Respert and Eric Snow
Mm.
um, at home at Iowa. I hit a last second shot, which put us ahead to finish second in the Big Ten. But had a lot of
That's
had a
what's up.
few great games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What about anything though that you may have at any point in time in that college career, man, where you may have second guessed your decision or had to dig in a little deeper to hold on to it? Because as you know, right, as college athletes, it ain't easy.
Well,
It's strenuous.
quitting was never an option. I had a dream. I had a goal. That I don't certain things I don't allow.
Mm.
I don't believe in I don't believe in depression for myself. Not saying it's not a thing.
Mm.
But I don't allow that into my mind. But sitting out for a year, and
That was tough, I'm sure.
it was tough, and I was sort of a big deal coming out. Gatorade Player of the Year, Nebraska Player of the Year, All American, all of that. So I got hate mail when I got to Iowa. I got hate mail and
Mm.
threats and all types of stuff. So you go to your locker, you're getting ready for practice, and there's a letter in there. You think it's, I'm gonna sign autograph and send it
Mm-hmm.
back. No, it's hate mail, and they rerouted it 3 times, and different things. So
Mm.
and sitting out, and the naysayers, but I always believed in it in the process, and you know I don't even wish it was like now where you could instantly play. That year that I sat out, it got me a year ahead in
Better.
school.
Mm.
My senior year, I wasn't doing much. And then it gave me a year to practice, get better, get stronger, and learn this game and, figure out my coach's coaching style. So, um, nah, I mean, I was on a mission and,
Yeah.
and really you don't sweat the small stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then everything is small.
That's what's up.
So
Yeah.
I
Nah, you real.
just keep pushing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's all it is. I mean, yeah, the minute you stop is when you lose, for
Right.
sure. The
Right.
minute you stop, that's when you lose.
Exactly.
Man, walk away with some all conference awards. What I mean, from the hard work paying off. Get a chance, to put your name in the draft. Don't get drafted. Decide to go overseas. Was that an instant like I'm still gonna make this bread right now, or was it like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm third team All American. I'm leading the Big Ten in scoring and assists, college All American, and I don't get drafted. So I'll tell, it's a lot of politics that goes into it. But no, I love the game. I would pray to play professionally. So I did that. You know what I'm saying? I played professionally overseas 13 years. So I think I needed to be more specific with my prayers and be like, "Hey, God, I'm playing the NBA professionally, not
Right.
overseas." But no, yeah, just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm going from what was it, a Stafford loan and a Pell Grant,
Right.
and then you go overseas,
Earn a check.
you're getting 12 to 20 a month, 12 to 20 racks, depends on, what year or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take that. You know what I'm saying? I was number one pick back then in the CBA, and I didn't go to CBA. I played in the D League. I was picked number one pick in the D League before it was a G League. So, I went over a couple years and I made some money and stacked, and then I tried my hand in the D League. I'm leading that league in assists. Um, and they cut me. So after that, if I'm leading the league in assists and you don't want me,
Mm-hmm.
that's politics. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just kept it moving. Back, I did go to vet camp. Went to vet camp with Denver. I played well in Utah Summer League, and then they flew me out months early. I was out there. As soon as I left Summer League, I went home for a week, and then I was in Denver for 3 or 4 months. So they really liked me. But no, man, like I said, you take this ball, it pays for you. It could pay for your life. It pay for your education. It can get you some bread. You know what I mean? And even to this day, I'm like, I think I've been training 15, 16 years, maybe. So the ball is still,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's definitely it'll do something for. And I'm glad you brought that up though. So, at what point did you realize really focus on that shift of player now trainer, player coach now coaching? When did that actual shift to hit reality? Okay, I can still be around the game, but I'm gonna do something different now.
I
That's what
was, I
I got
was,
to live.
I was, well, I ain't even gonna say how old I was, but I was getting up there. And, I was like, and I was still getting offers, you still can go over there and make money, because you're smart, you're a point guard, you're a leader.
Mm,
But it was at the point where I was like, man, I had my fill, and I'm happy, and I want to get into my next career at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, it's time. It's about time to hang it up. I just felt it, and of course it gets tougher. You're icing a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I was in Cyprus. It was my last year. I was in Cyprus, long, tough practice, and clock running out. I threw the ball. I threw the ball full court. Now I threw the ball 94 feet, and it went in. And I never had made that shot in my life. I practiced that shot. We would in France we would gamble with that full court shot.
Hmm.
Each player put up a couple hundred or whatever. And when I made that shot, I was just like,
That's it.
that's it. You know what I A
That's it.
sign from God right there, like,
Yeah.
hey. And so, you know, my agent would still call a couple years after. You want to play? You want? And I was like, no. Um, and once you start training, you fall in love with the kids and
Mhm.
teaching, and you watch them grow up. And I got Jared McCain at Duke right now.
Mhm.
Uh, ECL Silver, I trained him for 8 or 9 years. He was at Stanford. He's at
Mhm.
Long Beach. Um, my son just graduated from Sac State on a full ride
Mhm.
scholarship. And so when you start affecting kids' lives, and their parents, when you meet them, their parents are tying their shoes and pushing them out there, and now they're driving
Right.
to workouts. It's just paying it forward, the love of the game. It's just great, and I just focused on it, and it's been a good thing.
That's what's up. And speaking of it, man, let everybody know where they can find the gym at, man, or find the information to the gym while we're on here. Got to shop the location, man.
We are All World Ball Academy, 11327 Folsom Boulevard, Suite 160. I'm All World Dre on Instagram, on all social media. All World Ball.
Yeah, yeah, definitely tap in with them. Looking for some training, some dope facilities. Always busy over there, always popping. But as usual, I'm always post everything on the social as well. But before we get out of here, always Dre, as you know, man, in basketball, triple threat, right? Dribble, pass, or shoot. However, I ask all the guests, man, to give me your personal triple threat. 3 things that if somebody's meeting you for the first time or somebody see you walking around, I know that's Coach Dre right there. Give me 3 things that you kind of hold your hat to or kind of walk by, live by, things that you know is kind of embedded in you for somebody who may know you from when they watch this or may not know you, man. But let them know your triple threat, your personal triple threat right
My
now.
triple threat is walk in every room like you own it. You know what I'm saying? With head high. No one wants somebody that's not confident. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hold your head up, stick your chest out. If you don't know that job, you fake it. You know, figure it out. But you want
Mm-hmm.
that job. So walk in a place like you own it. But that's second. That's second. My bad. Number one, we're gonna believe in God. Period. We're gonna believe in God. Walk in the room like you own it. and and just work your butt off. Study your craft. Ask questions. You know, some of these kids are so good. One thing I really admire about Kobe is how he would ask questions. You know, he wanted to be better than Jordan, but he wasn't so egotistical where he wouldn't ask questions. He would ask Gary Payton about defense. So, you know, study it, perfect it. Don't, talk more. I mean, excuse me, talk less and listen more, but study your game, study your craft, and just work at it every day. Every day, get a little bit better or learn something.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, man. Y'all heard it here first with Coach Dre, man. Again, All World Balling, All World Ball Academy. I'll put the socials out there. I'll put the information where you can find them. Tap in with them, man. It's that time of year. I know locally, everywhere's hoop season, man. The weather changes, getting dark early. It's time, man. Indoor sports is popping, man. So
All right,
definitely
I
tap in.
appreciate you for having me, man.
Oh man, it's all love. Appreciate your time, man. Keep doing. You already know we're gonna link up somewhere, sometime, some event. Is how we do, man.
Somewhere,
Yeah, you already know, man. Hey
All
man,
right,
y'all heard it here first, man. Coach Dre, Coach JT, we out.
peace.